am definitely trapped. I am
You're not,
so far away from land.
you're not gonna
It's-
like die or something.
I believe that I'm so far away that I think I'm at the section of the game where if I wanted to start in like a different world, I would be. Well, okay, I just clipped through the ground.
Oh.
It's okay.
Well,
I just died.
Hopefully,
so I'm gonna respawn.
Okay. Oh, thank God. That's
Yeah.
exactly what we wanted. All right, I'm gonna make a new save. Which is
Okay,
that.
sounds good. Sounds
Here we
good.
go. All right, saved. I was like, oh, I could close the world and load a new save, maybe? I don't know how to work out.
Okay, I'm in.
It'd be real
I'm
convenient
in.
if this problem solves itself.
So,
Nice.
I guess the real question is, only one of us has thus far been yodeled.
Yodel?
Did you perhaps wish to experience the yote?
No, I yeeted last time. That's what crashed the server.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that might explain.
I did it right after you. I just wanted to film you doing it.
Okay, that might explain why everything's a little bit jankily today. All right.
Yeah, I believe. Well, I thought I saved it beforehand. I thought,
Yeah.
but you were apparently there, so that was confusing.
Yeah,
if
everything
you go
gets fucked up.
If you
What
go
is
to the
it?
catapult floor, in case you forgot, you have all your boxes full of your stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's where all your
All
shit
my
is.
useless, crappy crap. Take
I'm
all.
gonna get back to figuring out what to do.
Take
Oh yeah,
all.
I was rebuilding all of our copper, which is still not even connected right now. So I'll get back to that, I guess. I was trying to make our copper complex.
It's already complicated enough,
Yep.
don't you think, Keith? I don't know why I said it that way. Take all. Take all. It's when Mario can't really give it his all anymore. It's just ha 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 ha. Yeah, I did the wrong theme. I went down at the end as opposed to up, so it became like a da 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 da. Yeah.
Just a deflated
Yeah.
celebratory fart trumpet.
Celebratory fart trumpet. That's the name of a
Isn't
prog rock album.
that song played on a trumpet?
I think you're thinking wah
Or a
wah wah
trombone.
wah.
What else would you play the on?
I think
You're
that's like a
high-
full
high-
orchestral thing, isn't it?
Because trumpets can be all like high pitched and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got that jazz noise.
Yeah, there's nothing
Jazzy
jazzier than da 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 da.
No, I was just thinking like the really high pitched sort of sounds you can get from like fuck.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. It's a small. Yeah, there's like a smaller trumpet. It's called a trumpino, and
Trumpino.
and it's like it makes really high pitched sounds. And then you got like a couple of them together. It's a trumpini, and
A trumpini.
yeah, that's the plural of trumpino.
These are illegally adorable names.
And then you know you
I
got
need to have
a
a plan.
then you got a somebody who plays it. They're called the trumpinist.
That's lewd.
I know it's lewd. That's why I
Kinda
chose
rude.
the words to say it as the words I said it as.
Are they not real? Is the trumpini real?
Would it make you happy if I said yes?
Would you just go on the online and tell lies?
There are no trumpinos. I'm sorry.
There's no.
I wish
they didn't
there
say-
were.
It wasn't a trumpino. It was a trumpini. You get your story straight.
Well, there's no Well, trumpino is a singular trumpini.
The level of lies that you were
It's-
willing to stoop
But it's
to.
like a fucking collective noun. It's like what do you call a collection of trumpinos? A trumpini.
trumpini. It's still so stupid.
I know. But it was adorable, and it can be both. Alright, so you're working on copper. I'm gonna check out steel again, I guess? Wait, oh, hold on. Logistics Mark
20.
III. The time that we spent fucking around with the cannons probably gave us enough time for our steel reserves to fill up, so I'm gonna go check if
They might
I
have.
could just...
We legitimately did nothing last session. It's almost 2 hours of us like wandering around and exploring and fighting
Yeah.
some monsters.
Well, you had spent
and,
so much time
firing
scaling stuff.
ourselves out of a cannon.
Yeah. You had spent so much time, like, leveling up the base kind of independently that when I joined back in, I was so lost. I just had to run around the base a bunch and be like,
Yeah, well,
okay,
this
this
time
is
nothing
here.
happened.
This is EA.
This time, nothing has happened to the world
Mhm.
around us. I'm trying to figure out how to take. I'm having splitter math, and it's hard.
Yeah? I can
Because
help.
I want to take. Because I want to make copper sheets.
Okay.
The copper sheets consume 20 copper ingots per minute,
Okay.
but the smelters would put out 30 per minute. So I was like, oh, I can make 2 of these go into 3 of those, right? That sounds straightforward. But then I'm like, wait, but splitters split things in half.
Yes.
Half of 30 is 15.
Yes.
How the fuck do I get 3 30s? How do I get to turn 2 30s, which is 60, into 3 20s to get a perfect ratio? And I'm like, this is some fucking. I have
Okay,
3
I'm
jugs.
just gonna
I
come
have
over
3
and look.
jugs of water puzzle.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna come. Did you solve it,
It's
or
like
do you
one of-
need help solving it?
uh,
I'm just gonna come
I think-
over because it sounds interesting.
plus 50%. I think the solution is just to put a power shard in 2 of these to make them go 50% faster.
Okay, so you're
So
trying
I
to
think-
make copper.
I think I'm gonna do that. I think I
sheets from
solved it.
copper ingots.
I'm just because
Okay.
those the source is 30 and the thing they're going to is 20, and I can't
Yeah.
think of any way to turn 2 30s into 3 20s to make them all perfectly. So instead, I think I'm just gonna put a power shard in each of these to make them go 50% faster. And then they'll use 30.
Okay, that works. However, I'm gonna just like do this anyway, just because I'm
Because if you
curious
split
now.
30 in half, it becomes 15, and it's like,
Yep.
that's also the wrong number.
Yeah.
I
So
can't use 15 either.
yeah, so you
Wait,
can't.
where are power shards?
I don't know.
Oh, there they are. I was gonna say we had at least 12.
So the belts.
Are you not able
I
to
mean-
configure the splitters? I can check. I don't think they have settings. Have they had to
So
menu
the
this whole
splitter
time?
split. So this is the splitter, right? It does 3. Yeah. This is
Oh, I
currently
just
splitting it into
I
thirds.
just thought of the stupid way you could do it. You could split it into thirds and then merge one of them back into the first place, and that'd be
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, there you go.
What a nightmare, spaghetti.
It's a
I'm
little
gonna go with
weird,
the power
but
shard thing.
okay, sure,
Because
do
this
the
idea
power shard
hurts
thing.
my brain.
Yeah, I was gonna say
my
this splits into thirds, so
Ethics,
just
my
you'll just
standards.
split it down into 20, and then just put them together.
There we go. Now it uses 30 per minute, and all is right in the world.
Well, the important thing is that you solved it.
Yeah. By
Engineering.
cheating. The
Yeah.
most important form of solving.
Hey, I mean, go for it. Hey, you solved it. That's the important thing. That means that I didn't
It
have to
is.
solve it, which is
That is also
that
the
is
case.
by far the most important thing.
And then I didn't have to fix it after you solved it.
I have broken very few things in this game. Okay, this playthrough has remained remarkably.
You can't think of anything
coherent.
that you screwed up.
I was the only reason I screwed that up is because I was trying, but I didn't know what I was doing. But it's not like I was intentionally screwing anything up. I was just new. I was the concept of trying was a little novel to me. Okay, so you'll have to forgive
Yeah,
me.
you roll to it trying.
Yeah, you'll have to forgive me that I didn't get it right the first time. Okay, so I think that we're making steel beams. However, the problem is that we're not storing the steel beams anywhere. We're immediately consuming them, so we basically have no steel
Yeah,
beams.
because we don't make enough of them to also have an overlay of them, an overflow
Right.
of them.
Right, which is, it would be pretty damn convenient if that weren't the case on account of the fact that we need steel beams.
Yeah, that's why we got to keep scaling.
But we can't scale anymore because I have to go find coal to scale.
Coal. Yep.
Ah, God.
It might be time for a coal expedition.
All right, I'm gonna. That seems fun. I'm gonna coax it.
Exploring is fun. It requires less math. until you're calculating how much math it's going to take to transport it all once you find it. And then I get to spend 4 hours off camera between sessions making the track.
All right, so
it's really all good for you, all bad for me.
yeah, well, this was a
What a win-win for you.
Yeah.
And you, the other winner.
Thank you, for making me the win-winners.
Is this for wires we're going?
All
I
right,
don't
so we
remember what
have
this track was.
just an absolutely awe-inspiring amount of electricity. I think I'm just gonna go
and
to Bird's
screws.
Coal. I'm just gonna go to Bird's Coal Hole, and I think I'm just gonna tear it up and convert it into just sending the
Dangerous.
coal here.
I'm already sending like half of it here.
You are?
Yeah.
Where's it
if
come?
you go to
Oh,
our-
it's over here. Oh.
Yeah, you can see the track.
I can
'Cause
see the track.
I upgraded the coal hole to a miner Mark II, and then split half of its resources into coming here.
Oh, you did. Oh.
So it'll probably save you a trip unless you want to remove its power completely, which is also an option.
Well, I kind of want to go over there and just make a note to myself of how much
One of the big
coal is coming out of there.
Yeah.
Because I
One
don't
of-
know, so I need to go check that.
One of the things is if we get 150 more steel beams and jam them into the thing, we get Logistics Mark III.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Will allow us to make faster tracks, which means we can get more coal from our current sources. Because right now our bottleneck isn't the miners
Yes.
or our power
the-
shards. It's the fact that you can't make the tracks go faster, and you can't make them output on more than one track, which is a strong bottleneck.
Yeah, but we can also just tear up all of the power there because we legitimately don't need it. And I will, you know.
That'll stop being true really abruptly though at some point.
Yeah, but
It'll
at
be
that
very
point, we have a
scary when
lot
get
of.
our
Well, we
power-
have
oh
a
God,
lot
we
of.
are, we are only using like 800 out of 1600. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of Caterium that we haven't tapped into because we haven't unlocked that yet. So my
A lot of what?
Caterium, Cat Girl, the nuclear ore.
Oh, Catarium, I think. Doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Katz, MD.
Dr. Katz, MD. Is that the
Yeah,
protagonist to
so-
split the room?
So my assumption slash hope slash assumption
Catarium.
slash plan is that by the time we need more power, we'll have Caterium, and then it won't be a problem.
Does Catarium create power? I actually don't know what it's for.
I think that we use it to make like nice. What do you use it for? Hang on.
So wait, so you know where Catarium mine is?
Yeah.
You want to mine it?
Oh, sorry, it's not a mine. It was only an outcropping.
Well, grab it if you know where it is, because we still haven't researched Catarium because our box only has 6.
Okay.
And the first research, which makes it so you can scan it, requires 10. So take it to the MAM if you can get 10. There's 6 in the box next to the MAM.
Okay.
Then we can
See,
learn how to find
birds-
Catarium, and then we'll figure out what it's even for.
So Bird's Glory coal only contains one coal patch, but it's pure. And at Mark II, that's 240 coal per minute, which I don't think our belts can carry, right? Like, I think that's Mark III capacity, I think. Right?
Mark II belts are 120 per minute.
Yeah. So this sucks. I guess.
So the
I'm-
miner's already already mining it at double the speed our belts can go at.
Yes. So we never
Jesus.
need to upgrade this to Mark III. It would be pointless. We can
Well,
do it if
the
we're not
moment-
paying attention.
But the moment, so here's one thing that's really good. So one of the fears is that we'll get to Mark III logistics, right, and we won't be able to build anything with it because we won't have any steel still, right?
yeah.
But what we can do is just run like 5 feet of Mark III
Yeah.
into a splitter, and then just have 2 Mark IIs coming from the splitter, and then that'll keep up with it. As long as it's going
That's-
at maximum speed into the splitter.
Yeah, that's true.
then that'll still increase our volume by double, so we're good.
Yeah, you're right. It's true.
I think that's how we can deal with the fact that for a while we won't actually have the ability to make Mark IIIs that are those kinds of distances. But first, I just had that idea just now. But we still need to get 150. Maybe we should just cut off all of our steel production that's making anything out of beams until we get 150 real quick.
I think that's a very good idea.
And then we just jam it in there, and then we implement that plan because that's more usable. Because I was like, man, even if we get Mark III, we won't even be able to use it because it probably requires steel that we don't have still, and it's like a contradiction. But then we can just do that.
You're that's totally sound. Let's definitely do that.
Oh shit! I'm gonna go murder our base.
Okay.
You're off at the Glory Coal, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I like how every time you say it, you pause for half a second between words to make sure you say it exactly correctly and not accidentally slip.
It's got to be the Glory Coal. You know, that's what it is. It's not anything.
It's like every time someone
that.
says Pan Am in a Cyberpunk, and they're like trying to say it really correctly because they're not used to the name. People have informed me it's a real name, but I'm not sure if I believe them.
There is an astonishing lack of coal in this world.
Yeah, we might have to go to another region completely and then put it on a train. That's the incentive for trains for me, is just because it's such a pain to make stuff go that far.
Dear Lord. So I'm streaming with a webcam, and I think people can tell when I read chat but don't respond to it, because I just got called out by a message saying, well, the person who told us how to make the cannon in the first place was like, if you aren't scarred mentally from doing it, you can make it shorter and then go for a medium amount of distance. And then later he called me out for reading it but not saying anything. It was like, okay, you must have PTSD. And I'm like, oh my god, I have to learn how to read, but purely from peripheral vision, so people can't see what I'm doing or thinking.
No, it's just people aren't entitled to a response for you. I almost never respond to them. They have to actually they have to earn it.
Well, yeah, because they have to do something shitty to get you to respond.
Care Bears lore.
Yeah, Care Bears lore. Let's not. Although it was amazing to learn that there were like 45 different types of Care Bears.
There was a Care Bear Infinity War. Yeah, that was the name of the video on my end.
Nice. Okay. I came back to
splitting off our shit, and then I realized I didn't even have the resources to make one storage box for them, so I had to do another lap.
So we have 240 coal coming in from this belt. What can we do with that? You know, what does that mean? What does it give us? Who does that make us? Watch, as it turns out, like, coal divides into groups of 90, so it's like not fun or easy at all to split up. Because 240 is not divisible by 90. Fuck.
Is that what happened? Yeah, you got trubs.
Maybe this is a clock speed thing. I'm gonna take this out. Yep. Coal requires 90 per minute.
Hooray!
I now know why that number in particular was the one that came to my mind. I was like, why am I picking 90 again? All right. So 240.
This is awkward space.
Well, also 240 doesn't matter because the belt's the limiter, right? The belt is 120.
The belt is 120.
Okay, well, we could support a total of one coal thing then.
Why is this so hard?
And do you have another coal thing coming from Keith's Glory Coal? Is that it? Is that what this other one is?
There's a big multi-tier scary one. That was the one you were working on, and I like tried to get it most of the way here between sessions.
Okay.
But I kept running out of resources, so I couldn't finish it. So I think there's even more coming from that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, the one you're on right now. That's why it's got like a triple decker thing in each stand. Because with enough iron or reinforced iron, you could build the next 2 layers and have way more coal.
Oh, you actually got it pretty close. It's not very far off.
Yeah, we just completely ran out of reinforced iron, so I had to wait for it to come back.
Oh, there should be a lot more now. I also have a bunch of reinforced iron plates on me, so
yeah.
I'm
Come and bring those in. Yeah, that's a lot more coal. I didn't realize that never made it to the base yet. Last session.
Yeah, I should have enough reinforced iron.
Coal problems.
I should have enough iron to get it here.
Yeah, and the triple stacker is just there already, so you can just run it from one to the next one over and over again.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm doing.
All right, so I made a storage container and fed all of our steel beam things into it. So we just gotta slowly wait for it to fill up with like 150.
Yay! I can presumably speed that up a little bit once we get this coal situation under control. Get the coal under control. It's the rhyme. Those were the words that I wanted to say, but didn't say them first. Under control, yes.
Yeah, I can curl. Shit.
So, I'm gonna complain about capitalism for a little bit here. You ready?
You know what?
You ready? I'm gonna complain about work.
Capitalism on me?
Yeah.
Capitalism me, daddy.
I've been dealing with this thing at work lately where there's not enough work, so I'm entering this weird spiral where I'm overworking because I'm trying to find things for me to do because there's not enough tasks for me to do.
You're taking on too many tasks because the tasks are drying up, and you're like, I need more.
Basically,
you're like on the last trophy in an open world game, and the world that before you just looks vacant and empty, and you're desperately trying to squeeze blood from a stone.
Oh yeah,
except
no,
it's like in a weird self-punishing way.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely reaching a point where it's like you're at the end of Oblivion and you start doing the Fighters Guild quest because it's like, oh, I've done all the fun ones, now I gotta do the stupid one.
Now I gotta do the arena where there's no content. Yeah, wow, congrats on your plat trophy on Amazon.
But basically a whole bunch of like fires have happened, and our management has just said like, okay, we're pausing all work on new projects because everything's gone to shit. Which is cool, that's a good decision to make, but the flip side of that is that I kind of have nothing to do. And everyone else on my team has a lot to do. So I'm like, I don't want to not do anything, but there's nothing for me to do. So I'm just in this weird overworking conundrum right now. And it's very, very frustrating and strange. And I only realized it earlier today when I was like, why do I feel like I've done nothing and yet I'm burnt out? So
what a thing to do to yourself.
Yeah. No, it's pretty fucking stupid.
I'm also like not used to the idea of a job where you just like have the freedom to be like, I'm gonna choose my projects. Seems to be what's happening there.
How do I make stackable conveyor pulls? Oh, by using the stackable conveyor pole.
It's a structure building thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I've built enough, but maybe not.
Well, it's a little bit messy towards the very end here. Because, I don't know, I mean, I don't need them, but it'll look really gross if I don't have one more.
It just kind of stops by the end.
Yeah.
Because eventually it's like, I don't know, you figure out where you want to... Because I figured out by the end, them stacking is probably redundant, because you probably just need to put them, just connect them directly to whatever port you want them on.
Yeah, effectively. But, yeah. It's not quite close enough for me to do that, but it's almost there. Will this work? No, it's too long.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just split one of these. Shit.
Yeah, that was
It's too long.
it was a weird little realization about myself of like, oh, I discovered a way to overwork when there isn't literally enough work to even pull that off.
It's just your overworking will just by default will just like expand to fill all available space, like an endlessly growing turtle or something.
Or a gas is probably the much better analogy.
Aren't there like certain animals that just kind of grow forever or some shit?
I don't think that. Okay, so first of all, maybe I don't know enough about animals. Second of all, I know enough about turtles to know that they're definitely not one of those. I'm pretty sure there's a finite level of turtle. They live basically forever, but I don't think that they turn into like dire turtles by the end of it.
Dire turtles.
I knew you'd get a kick out of that one. I liked it. Oh man.
An all new dire turtle.
Okay, so this is producing a bunch of steel ingots, but it's not. They're like totally backed up. Our steel is so fucked up. It's so weird, and I
hard.
think. Well, I think the problem is that all of our producers of the ores are so remote to this location that it's really hard for us to do the math correctly.
Yeah, but also it's just a mad, desperate thing. Well, yeah. One, I don't know how the rate of any of the. I don't know how what the rate of any of the coal or irons are.
Yeah.
But I also like it was just this mad thing of like I don't know, just every time something gets backed up, split that one to feed it into the ones that aren't getting backed up, and just kind of keep trying to desperately make them.
Yeah.
Just
I
keep.
totally.
I was just desperately trying to make it so that all the number of furnaces we had were always working, and it was always not quite going that way.
Yeah, I totally understand. And even as I'm looking at all this, I'm like, I'm afraid, like stuff is backed up, but I'm afraid to put a splitter anywhere because I just do not know the ratios of all this stuff. Okay, so I mean we're doing great on steel pipes. We just need to get more stuff into these other things. Which, okay, so the obvious solution to that is to tear up one of the steel pipe producers.
Well, they're also backed up because half the things that they're even being used for require for there to be. I wouldn't necessarily tear them up because we're gonna need them. They're backed up because the recipes that they need require steel beams, which we've deleted. Like they're not until those are turned back on, then they won't be able to run. But that doesn't mean that they're superfluous. It means we broke everything because we're trying to get 150 steel beams.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily turn off one of the steel pipers, and then that'll be fed into a steel beamerino, or at the very least this will be a steel ingot. Okay, yeah, this is a steel beamerino, because actually I'm just going to do it for both of them. We're in like such a dire situation in terms of our steel beams, and we'll rebalance it later. We'll turn it back on. Oh, I need concrete, but that's like 30 feet away. God.
Does the building have 150 yet? Because then we can just plug everything back in, and then get started on the big project of running all that cable.
I really doubt it because we're so bad at producing steel beams. I'm wrong. We have just the right amount.
So
that. Okay. I will chuck all this stuff into Logistics Mark III, and at the very least, we'll have that going for us. And then, okay, so we'll do your plan of Logistics Mark III, and we'll just immediately split that the coal line, the 240 coal line, so that we have good throughput on that. right? Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah, I think that's the
Okay.
only way we'll make it.
What's a logistics Mark III belt? Sorry, what's a conveyor Mark III belt's throughput?
Not entirely sure.
Okay, it's probably
We'll find
180, right?
Let's see. Does it just say it on here?
I'm not sure.
It won't tell me. Yeah, we just have to research it real quick.
Okay, so it's 60, 120, so I'm assuming it's 180. Just another.
Just plop it in there. Might
Yep.
be 240. We're really lucky.
That would be really nice.
Do it, do it, do it.
I
do
did
it,
it,
do
I did it.
Do it, do it.
Okay,
the
it
rocket
is
that flies away.
270.
Milestone
Hey,
reached.
that's good.
That's a
Logistics can be improved
weird
with
fucking
a larger
number.
storage container.
Yeah, I
and
hate it,
enhanced
but
conveyor
it's
belt
good.
efficiency.
270? I guess it just gives us a little bit of clearance.
Yeah, that might
Like,
be.
for
That might be the
overboard.
case.
But so yeah, now if a mine produces 240, we can split it onto 2 separate tracks.
Yep, for
that'll
one.
be 120 each. So
Yeah,
just
that's
a little
actually-
bit of Mark III running into a splitter.
Yeah, so I guess that's what I'm gonna work on. For Bird's Glory Coal, is I'm gonna just make that happen real quick.
Oh yeah, they require 1 steel beam.
Oh, yeah, I mean, just go get some more. They're, like
Yep.
you said, we're basically just making 5 of them, or like a 5-foot
gonna-
track and then splitting it.
I'm gonna go do the one. I'll work on the one that we first found on that island.
Yeah, good call. Definitely did
I'll
that
head over
one.
there. We have such an excess of screws that one of the 3 floors of 4 screw tracks still isn't connected to anything.
Yeah, you not only solved that problem, you solved it so hard our ancestors aren't gonna have to solve it.
I future-proofed that problem. At least for a while.
I mean, they're gonna.
Fucking, we're gonna eat those words later.
Yeah.
But I got tired of like having I think 3 sessions in a row where screws were our problem. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking build a screws building so we can do something else next session.
And we all thank you for it. And by all, I mean me.
Moi thanks you.
Missing concrete, but
For
I
the
want
poles.
to get concrete. I'm
You
far
didn't bring
away.
concrete. You are far away.
Damn it.
Always carry concrete.
But why? Wait, I could just dig something else up nearby that probably was made out of concrete.
What is that? I wouldn't dig anything up. We're using most things.
I'm talking about. I'm near the power things. So there's probably like a conveyor pole or something. How the fuck am I wrong? No, don't do this to me, game. You can't honestly be doing this to me.
How am I wrong?
Here, I think if I just get rid of... I'm getting rid of the top conveyor pole. We'll do that one. Alright. Okay. This is so dumb. I only needed to do this because it was too steep. Okay. Alright, then I just put a conveyor splitter there. Alrighty. So we have this marked. Uh-oh. That's the falling to my death. Wait, I didn't die.
Have to do that.
I didn't die. I didn't die. So if we start the counter over on Keith Bird deaths, we're even.
Wow.
If we discount all of the previous rounds. Uh-oh.
Every time he
oh
every
no.
t-
Oh no.
Every time
Okay.
you die, you're just like, and starting now.
Best 37 out of 121. Right?
Why is this rock quartz coming out of a limestone patch?
I don't know. Why is the rock quartz coming out of the limestone patch?
At some point, I just want to mine these pure whatever resources just because I want the crystals to go away.
Yeah, I understand.
It's a weird inclusion that there'll just be like one random rock sticking out of the ground that's worth like 20 of a resource. Because they're just kind of redundant. Ooh, continue one. They're kind of redundant to the actual deposit locations.
Right.
I guess specifically like iron and limestone and copper are super like. Why would I want one outcrop that can be mined once? I'm gonna be. I'll need millions of these just to get through phase 1 of the game.
Mm-hmm.
The Caterium and stuff like that is obviously like here's the basis of how you learn how to even search for these. Do I have enough of that now? I do. I can go research that when I get back. But first, to find out whether or not my master plan works.
Alright. Okay, so I've done at least the hard part. Now I just need to go
exchange concluded.
get some
Fix
concrete.
it for the re-entry complete.
What should our next goal be? The goal be apparatus? Haha! That's not a pun, because it's the wrong word. That doesn't exist. Shit.
I just spewed some hot garbage.
Trumpini, save me.
You all saw it? That is all I have to offer today. You're welcome.
I don't know why I'm talking like Stu from Rugrats.
Is that what Stu from Rugrats sounds like? Is that
Kinda, except his voice is 9 octaves lower. I don't remember any Stu lines, unfortunately. I just remember that he was like, I've lost control of my life. And I think that's the only quotation, the only Stu-tation I can remember. Ah, excuse me.
Stu-tation.
Yeah. Alrighty, note to self, never make another Rugrats reference, because I don't know enough or remember enough about that show to really go with it anywhere. Maybe we'll just keep that one in the back burner.
I can barely confirm it exists. That's my level of understanding I'm operating with. Welcome to my 201 facts about Rugrats channel.
I mean,
what's that
what?
channel that's like every thumbnail is just a number and it's just like blah 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 number of facts about thing and it's like just a weird fucking milestone that they always pick and it's like every video.
See, there is another channel that's kind of like that. It's called Number File, and it's about mathematics, and every video is just a number that they like.
That's pretty different, though, from...
Yeah, because Number File is interesting and entertainment.
Yeah, it's Brady.
Yeah.
I like him, but I've never watched a single one of his videos.
Oh, Brady's great. Like, today we're gonna learn about the number 0.
I exclusively know him from Hello Internet, and I've never broken that seal.
The number 0 is the only number that you can add to itself and you wind up with 0 again. Wow.
I'm Australian.
Here's a proof. You start with the number 0 and you add 0 to it. Let x equal 0. X plus 0 equals x. Solve for x and you get 0. Tune in next week for more Number File. Jesus Christ. Number File's a good channel. They don't deserve this razzing. This very, very stupid razzing.
It was like a confusing razzing where you're like somehow making fun of them without actually doing a stupid voice or misrepresenting the content. You were just genuinely doing an impersonation of what all of what the videos are like.
They're good, right? They're awesome.
I mean, at least I can guess they're like that because this is what it sounds like vaguely.
Yeah,
I've never watched them.
It's pretty much that. Okay, making these a stackable conveyor pull is pointless.
I've probably heard his voice for hundreds of hours without watching a single one of the videos on any of his channels. It's just a really weird way for a channel to exist.
I mean, the channel exists independently of the way that you watch it. Just FYI.
Yeah. No, I'm just like that's how they exist in my life. It's just like a weird. It's just a weird way for that to be. The chat found that it's like there's some channel that just does 107 facts for some reason, and I don't know why, but they just moved on 107. still haven't watched any of their videos because the content sounds annoying. Just from the thumbnail alone, I'm like, I don't like this channel. I know that about me.
Oh, I know that. I know that. I know that feeling very, very, very well. In that it's damn near every channel on YouTube. Yeah, I'll look at it and I'll be like, this channel's gonna suck. And then I'm right
also the
so
takeaway,
many
like,
times.
They're not that long of videos, so the facts have to be trash. There's a lot of really disposable stuff on the internet that's designed for you to not think about it that much, and I imagine that 107 Facts is like that. Kind of like CinemaSins or Tasty or whatever the cooking channels are that just lie. They just make fake viral clips where they lie about what they're making. And
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of really popular. There's like 3 or 4 like hyper popular, many millions of subscribers cooking channels where it's like really rapid fire editing, and they do something like it looks like they're doing really inventive, like sneaky life hack tricks with cooking. Like, wow, look, I put this chocolate bar in the microwave, and wow, I've got a smoothie and some bullshit, and it's like it's overtly lying, like they just lie, like it's magic tricks, but not even good ones because they're just using matching cuts and like they like put something in a microwave and then they stop recording, take the thing out of the microwave, put the other thing in the microwave, start recording, and pull the other thing out. It's like, wow, look at this amazing trick. You can just take some like butter and some white chocolate and like a stick of celery or cinnamon, and then you put it in the microwave and you take that's a cupcake, incredible. And then a bunch of people, then some poor kids are like, I'm just really bad at cooking, I guess, because they actually try to recreate what the videos teach them, and it's all completely fantasy bullshit. And they're incredibly popular just because they're super watchable, even though they're completely dependent on the idea that you'll never actually make any of the things in the videos. Even though their whole gimmick is that they're making stuff that's really easy to recreate, and then find out that you can't recreate them. YouTube has a lot of content that grosses me out. And then I'm here.
Like
hello.
Baby Shark.
Is that a YouTube thing?
I don't know.
I used to hear people complain about the fact that that song exists.
Yeah, my exposure to the song was we were having it's just like some random conversation where the joke was that we were gonna have like one of our managers sing at work, if like the song of our choosing, and I was like, what we should do is she has kids. So I was like, what we should do is we should pick a song that's really, really, really popular with small children that she's probably heard, like, nice, research finished, that she's probably heard like hundreds of times, and then she has to do that one. And then somebody was like, oh yeah, that's Baby Shark, and I was like, what the hell's that? And that's how Baby Shark entered my life.
Oh no.
So, yeah.
Oh.
What?
That was very far away.
Oh,
I scanned for Ethereum, and it was took a long time to react.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, but the cool thing about the Baby Shark song though is that the very last words to the baby, it has a happy ending. The very last words to the Baby Shark song are "It's the end." Do 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 do. It's the end, and they say that like 4 times, and then the song's over. You're like, oh, really it has it's over. It heralded its own demise.
It's the end. It's the end.
Literally, that's like what it
Sounds
is.
So weirdly
grim. And do. It's the end. And then
I liked the idea that it sounded like that though.
You like the idea that it sounded like
Shark. It's the end.
Like it sounds like a combination of like REM and what's it?
Stand in the place where you work. It's the end. Conversation.
It wasn't stupid until
I made it that way.
It was stupid the whole time.
Alright, so I split my thing into 2 thingies. And I think
okay,
you split your
good.
thingy into 2 thingies. I'm gonna go search for Caterium.
I want to join you because it sounds like it's very far away.
I'm searching.
Okay.
Researching.
Wait 1 second. I wish to join as soon as I'm done with the conveyor belt Mark craft stuff. The song came from a kids channel called Finger Family. Don't they make every fucking nonsense disaster children's song?
Dude,
Didn't they make Johnny
completely
Johnny
taken
Yes
over
Papa?
by like children's corporations and like bots that auto churn content somehow. There are so many monstrously popular channels that like YouTube's getting taken over. PewDiePie is getting surpassed by like a nursery rhymes channel.
Yeah, I think that's the
Like,
Finger
that's-
Family, and it's just
It's
like
so fucking weird what our platform is now.
yeah.
I'm not like rooting for PewDiePie or anything, but I'm just like it's such a weird like direction. It's like, oh yeah, PewDiePie, yeah, PewDiePie's getting taken over by who? Like Markiplier?
No.
Logan Paul? It's like,
Well,
no,
we
it's
still
the nursery
we're
rhyme
old
channel.
fashioned. We're old fashioned. We still think that like it's an independent
We still
creators
think this
channel.
we still think this is a channel for YouTubers.
Yeah, we used to think that YouTube was like meant for original content creators. And we're wrong.
Yeah.
We are
Ever
we are
since
staggeringly wrong.
Yeah, we've been wrong ever since Vivos were around. You know, and like the top 100 YouTube channels were all just fucking music video hosting channels.
Yeah.
It's like, sure, you could be PewDiePie, or you could be The Strokes Vivo.
I need to check something. real
Probably
quick.
not The Strokes.
I'm